Welcome to episode number 12, and we decided to not try and keep to a certain time limit for our episodes. 6 minutes condensed. I think Mom feels a little rushed, and I'm usually tapping her to give her the 2-minute warning, and she's trying to finish up her talk. So it just created a little more stress than probably was needful. So we're just gonna let Mom talk for as long as she wants to on any given topic. So some days will be longer and some will be shorter depending on the depth of information that she wants to share. So we're going to go ahead and start with today's topic.
All right. Today will probably be a shorter session because these are just some practical things. We've shared the visiting rules in the past, and I thought might be helpful for you to share how we did other areas of our life with 4 guidelines to make outings with children simplified. So, early on, our firstborn, I was at the grocery store with him, and he saw those candy machines. You put a little coin in and you get something out of, and he decided he wanted one of those, and he started crying and pointing in it and wasn't responding. Sometimes children will know that at home they can't get away with things, but when they're going out, they can kind of push the limits. So I had already gotten several of our grocery items. I found an employee, and I says, "Could you push this cart into a refrigerated area? I'll be back." And I took him in the car, and we drove home, and we gave some helpful discipline, and then we came back. And it's important to kind of establish something and not let them get away with it the first time they try. And after that, what we decided to do is once a week we would take him to the store and let him put a little coin in and get those M&Ms or whatever in there. But it was on our plan, and it was a result of fussing. So that might be helpful for you in all areas of your toddler's life. And then I'm going to share the 4 riding in the car guidelines that we had. These aren't the 10 Commandments. They're just things that we came up with that were helpful for us. Whenever you go on an outing, you're going to probably go in the cars. So our riding in the car rules is we buckle our seat belts. We use a quiet voice in the cars not to distract the driver. We don't eat food in the car unless the parent has a prerogative of making an exception for that. And then when we arrive home, we bring all of our things inside. We help clear the car. So that was basic, simple things. You might come up with different things for your family. And then we had 4 shopping rules. Now, when you're going out, it's helpful to have the children have fun reciting these family rules, because they're reminded and they review right away what is expected. So the shopping rules, we had you stay close to Mom. You don't ask Mom to buy things, and that's a key thing. And we don't touch the merchandise, the things for sale. And we smile at others who greet us, like the cashier or other people. And we found this helpful. They knew what was expected in the store. And with good behavior, I would be free to get something that I knew would be fun for the children to take home or to have as a little dessert sometime that week. So you can reward their good behavior. And then we had our 4 going to church rules. And we would have them recite these. The 4 that we had were we do not run or play in church or where adults are walking. You have a lot of people that if you have children zigzagging in front of them, it makes it difficult to walk. The next one was we use our whisper voice inside the church. The third was we participate. If we know the song, we sing along, and the last is we are prepared to tell something that we learned either from our Sunday school class, or if we were in the main church, something that they learned from the sermon. And in order to help them participate, we would learn hymns at home. And I would assign, like, How Great Thou Art, one verse to be led by one of the children, the next another one, and then so we'd have fun. They'd stand up and lead the family in their verse, and so that was a fun way to prepare them to participate in church. And so it's a quick lesson today, a shorter one, but I hope it just kind of prompts you to think about what guidelines that your children will have fun being able to quote and review, and it would be the proactive way of preparing them for each outing that you're going on.
And for next week, my mom is going to share about something that's very special and personal to our family, and that was our answer to prayer box. So if you want to give a plug for that right now.
Okay, we'll be sharing about how we made the answers to prayer in a visual way in the box so that the children could be reminded that not only was God faithful to the people in the Bible stories they hear, but he's been faithful in our family to provide wisdom and provision and protection. So we'll share that next week.